no one created God because God was not created. Now, we live in a world of time, so by definition, it is very difficult for us to understand that something exists without the bounds of time and not within the framework of time. But time itself is a function of matter, and indeed, Albert Einstein so described the time-space continuum, in which time and space are really interlinked, and space, of course, is also a function of matter and the like. In fact, some understand the very first words of the Torah, Bereshis bara Elokim, in the beginning God created, they translate it, God created the beginning. God created the concept of time. So it's very hard for us within our framework of temporality to understand a being without time. It's not just, in fact, even to say forever, eternity, that's not quite describing it, because eternity is also a dimension of time. This is something that's a totally different kind. But in that sense, there never was a moment when there was no God and God came into existence. God was, indeed, the name of Hashem that we do not pronounce, the four-letter name of God, the Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey, the Tetragrammaton, basically means He was, He is, He will always be. That notion is the very essence of God's nature. In the language of the Rambam, God is what is called Mechuyav HaMetzias. God is something that must exist. Everything else is a conditional Metzias, meaning nothing needs to be here, but God must, meaning without God there can be nothing, but there is nothing that God depends on. So God exists independent of anything else. Everything else exists only because of God.